sleepers work. Maybe not this week, but maybe down the line. What does that end up looking like, right? So, again, if you guys have questions, obviously throw them into the chat as well, and I will get to as many of these questions as humanly possible over the next 30 minutes as well. So, again, if you've got questions, throw them into the chat, and we'll get to them in. But let's get right into it. I'm taking a look at. I think I got five guys in here. How many guys do I got? One, two, three, five guys. But you know what? Honorable mention though. Honorable mention. Let me just say, if Darius Slayton is out there, he is an absolute must add. Like he needs to be rostered. If you have a competitive team, you need to pick up Darius Slayton. He needs to be on your roster, period. Jameis Winston is now the new starting quarterback there for New York. Darius Slayton is in line to potentially be just gangbusters here. I mean, Jameis has pumped every single wide receiver he has ever played with, man. So, yeah, Darius Slayton 100% needs to be rostered. As a matter of fact, shoot, I might go so far as to say Darius Slayton is a top 25 wide receiver for as long as Jameis Winston is going to be out there for New York, man. So I'm down. I'm 100% down with that. Anyways, let's get right into it here. First one's first, man. Let's talk about quarterback. If you're looking to stream quarterback here, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. Why? Because he's taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, my goodness gracious. You talk about a great matchup. You can't ask for a better matchup. Cincinnati is absolutely awful against fantasy quarterbacks. As a matter of fact, I would say right now, where they're at currently, they're the worst in the league, right? I know Dallas is right there as well, but just shoot, for my money, where they're at right this second, yeah, it's Cincinnati. And oh, by the way, Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns against Cincinnati in their prior matchup. So if you're looking for a streaming quarterback, obviously Aaron Rodgers is going to be one of my favorite ones. Shoot, again, by the way, honorable mention. Jameis Winston is going to be a very popular streamer as well. But it is his first game back, okay, in a long time. I don't know how he's going to look. But I do think, again, that he's going to pump it up to Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton. Oh, and Theo Johnson, too. Theo's going to get some work, man. I feel really good about this whole offense now. All of a sudden, Tyrone Tracy looking a lot better. As well. Anyways, okay. So we've got Aaron Rodgers in there. Again, he's taking on Cincinnati. No big surprises. Again, if you need a streamer, go ahead and pick him up. Okay. This one is purely speculative. But if you have the bench space, may I suggest Joe Burrow? Again, he's not going to play this week. He might not play next week, but maybe he plays in 3 weeks. I don't know. He's back and practicing in a very limited capacity here, is Joe Burrow. And I'm just bringing this up because it would be nice if you guys got ahead of the curve here. I think next week will be the week that Joe Burrow gets heavily added off the waiver wire. But again, I'm just trying to get ahead of the curve. But I do think that next week Joe Burrow will get very active. A lot of fantasy managers will pick up Joe Burrow next week. But again, I'm just here to tell you and just give you guys the heads up. Joe Burrow sounds like he's getting pretty close. He may, I mean, again, it's obviously going to depend on where Cincinnati is at from a records perspective. But I'm just saying, if you want to get ahead of the curve, Joe Burrow might be a pickup there. Okay, at running back, how about Tyjae Spears? Tyjae Spears with Tennessee is an interesting add. Again, I know he didn't do much, but that being said, he's the far more productive back in Tennessee right now. He obviously had a really, really tough matchup against the Chargers, but I think that again, if we're looking at guys that could help you down the stretch, certainly, I think Tyjae Spears is one of those guys. And when you look at the splits as well, right? Tony Pollard played 59%. Tyjae Spears plays 45.5% against the Chargers. Pollard has been so bad and so blah that I think they might start making that like a more of a 50-50 snap share moving forward. So I don't know. We'll find out, man. Go ahead and give me Spears. I think he's a more explosive player overall in Tennessee. Maybe they try to get some of their younger guys more activated just to see what they got. But Spears, again, when we're talking about running back, we already know running back's pretty dry there. You know what I'm saying? So just some names out here to kind of sort of keep in mind. Okay, I see some questions on both sides here on the YouTube side and through the app as well. This is from Master J3 on the YouTube side. With MHJ, besides McBride, Michael Wilson question mark. Yeah, 100%. MHJ just got announced that he's going to be out this week, maybe longer, with appendicitis. He just had appendicitis surgery. Yeah, there's no way in hell he's playing this week. What are you crazy? That's insane. He can't play this week. So yeah, man. McBride is going to be the number one target getter. He has been the number one target getter, but Michael Wilson for sure, he played like 91, 92% of the snaps there in week number 9. And again, I don't think he's a world beater. This offense is obviously still trying to find itself a little bit. I guess you can't find yourself here in week number 11, but they're not good. But I will say, Michael Wilson is an interesting pickup and play this week for Arizona. Hold on, let me pull up some stats here for y'all. Let me pull up some stats. Listen, I got stats, baby. Okay, so they're taking on San Francisco. Let's see where San Francisco is at against outside wide receivers here. San Francisco, boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Well, they're fabulous against outside wide receivers. Where am I going? Oh, no. Sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, so against outside wide receivers, yeah, they're pretty good. San Francisco's been pretty good. A little bit more susceptible to the outside than they are to the inside, so I guess we'll find out what that is all about. Anyways, all right, here we go. Get to some of these questions here. You know what? Let me get back to this list. Let me give you one more running back, and then I'll get back to some of your questions here. So we talked about Spears. How about Tyler Beatty there in Denver? Okay, if the injury to J.K. Dobbins is more serious than folks are saying, and again, it's a little bit of a, which report do you believe in regards to J.K. Dobbins? But apparently he could potentially go on IR. I don't know, man. I don't know what reports to believe, man. The internet's a crazy place. But J.K. Dobbins should be out for this week for sure. A lot of folks, online doctors, just from video evidence, think that it's a midfoot sprain. Maybe that keeps him out 2, 3, 4 weeks. I don't know. We know that J.K. Dobbins has an injury history as well. That that again, he has not been quick to come back from injuries as well. So obviously, R.J. Harvey is a huge add, man. Like he's a game changer. He could be a straight up game changer. Now that being said, Beatty's in the mix. Again, who's the next guy up? Obviously, it's R.J. Harvey, but again, I do think that Beatty is in the mix here as well. He's widely available, and he's been solid as a pass catching option, right? He's averaging 8.7 yards per reception this year. Now, they don't ever run the ball with him, right? Beatty only has 14 career carries, 14. But he is averaging 6.8 yards per carry on those 14 carries. I'm just saying. Like, again, he's not going to get the ball a lot on the ground, but it can't be. Knowing Sean Payton in Denver, he's not going to run it out there where RJ Harvey is playing 90% of the snaps. Like, he never does this. Never. He's never done this. So I would imagine it's like a 70-30 split. Where does Beatty kind of rank in all this? Shoot, there might be even a deeper sleeper, like a practice squad guy on Denver that may get into the mix as well. But let me just say, if Beatty has the opportunity in front of him and he will get some carries, he's going to get some looks out of the backfield, certainly as a pass catcher, and maybe he takes off with it. I don't know. But again, we want to lock up some of these running backs that could potentially pop off before they actually do. And I think Beatty is one of those guys. Again, we're not playing him this week, guys. We're not playing him this week, obviously. But let me just say, as a stash and hold, Beatty is absolutely worth it. Let's go take a look at what Denver is doing there. Okay, let me get to some of these questions here. Stafford or Lamar? Stafford has been absolute gangbusters, but I still just can't get away from Lamar. again, just because of the running ability. I know he's got Cleveland this week, which does scare me a little bit, but I tell you what, man, they run a lot of man to man in Cleveland too. And whenever Lamar Jackson sees man to man, he goes crazy, right? So, what did he do in his last matchup against Cleveland, dude? They played him in week number 2. Shoot, let me go look this up real quick. Maybe this will help me make a decision here. Stafford's been gangbusters though, for sure, which has been great to see because he's got those two pass catchers, man, in Puka and Devontae. Lamar Jackson. Let's pull this up. Okay. Lamar Jack. Well, as I said, against Cleveland, heavy man to man. Guess what? 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. Crazy thing is, he didn't even run. 2 for 13, 2 rush attempts for 13 yards. That's crazy. I think Cleveland again. I'd have to go back and watch that game, but I think I want to say just off of memory that Cleveland tried to go a little bit more zone heavy in that matchup, and that's probably why they got diced up for 4 touchdowns. But it's all good, man. Yeah, I'm not sitting Lamar. Stafford's been great. Stafford has been awesome, but I'm still leaning Lamar right there. Okay, this one is from I don't know. I don't even know what this screen name is. Should I trade away Kyron and some picks for Gibbs if I'm trying to win this season? Probably 2 firsts. Oh, you have trade 2 firsts for Gibbs? Man, that's a haul. Obviously, if you're playing a dynasty or a keeper league, I'm okay moving 1 first and Kyron. Kyron is definitely a depreciating asset. Definitely a depreciating asset. There's no question. He might get supplanted next year. I don't even know by Blake Corum. But moving 2 firsts and Kyron for Jahmyr Gibbs is that's a heavy toll. I tell you what, man, if you're really honestly trying to win this year, I'm down. But yeah, that's a heavy tax right there to go get Gibbs. I'm moving a first. I'm moving a first and Kyron for sure. So maybe I move a first. Maybe I move a first and a third. See if they do that. A first and a third and Kyron for Jahmyr. I think that's a pretty fair trade, man. And then if they bargained you up to a first and a second, hey, at least you still have that 1 first. You know what I'm saying? So I would say let's do that. Let's negotiate a first and a third and Kyron for Jahmyr. I think that's pretty good. Oh man, the YouTube side blew up. What's up, YouTube? Okay, you guys coming through strong right now, which is great. Would you drop more if you have Odunze? No, you can't drop more, but he's definitely a bench guy. I know he gave you a 0, but remember 2 weeks ago he gave you 25. Nah, you can't drop that player, man. But I do think you can bench him. And dude, we got trade deadlines coming, man. We got to move DJ Moore. Shoot, man. If you want to get crazy, I might even move DJ Moore for Darius Slayton is a trade that I would consider, honestly. I've got a couple trades out there. I'm trying to trade Rashid Shaheed for Darius Slayton straight up. DJ Moore for Slayton is definitely going to go through. And the guy who's getting more is going to feel really great about that. But again, if you're thinking about dropping DJ Moore, trade DJ Moore. You know what I'm saying? Find you trade DJ Moore for Troy Franklin. That's a great trade for you too. You know what I mean? Like, let me go that route. This is from Old Fashioned. That was Super Dude 77. We appreciate you jumping into the chat. Old Fashioned. Should I just drop Kenneth Walker at this point? Man, I tell you what, bro. Waiver-Wire is horrible. You've got Henry and Montgomery. Picked up Sean Tucker just in case. Listen, Doug. Sean Tucker is not a better bench player than Kenneth Walker. If you picked up Sean Tucker, you can't tell me that, again, Kenneth Walker is just a straight up better bench stash than Sean Tucker. If you've got to drop anyone, we got to drop Sean Tucker, right? I don't know, man. Like, I get it. You can't play Kenneth Walker. Snap share is trash. He played like 40, I think he played 40% of the snaps. Dude, he hasn't been above 45% snap share in 4 of his last 5 games. Kenneth Walker. Horrible. Horrible. That being said, you can't just drop him. That's crazy. No, I wouldn't drop him, but I definitely would bench him. That's for sure. Okay, this is from Nocturnal. First of all, great screen name. Should I play Tez Johnson versus Buffalo or Christian Watson versus the Giants? By the way, fam, yo, chat, this is how you ask a fantasy football question for reals. Like, you give the name, you give the matchup, and boom, we're off and running. I am playing Christian Watson against the Giants. The Giants defense is not good. And Christian Watson randomly, dude, he's running the most routes. He's playing the most snaps of any Green Bay wide receiver. That's crazy. I think the Giants give it up too. So let me look up one stat here for you. Versus the deep ball. Here we go. Giants versus deep passes. As anticipated, they are below league average in regards to um, fantasy points per game given up on deep passes this year. They have given up, well, shoot. You know what's funny is that they have been tested. They've seen the fifth most deep pass attempts in the NFL this year. They just haven't like given up a ton of receptions. But that being said, if they're attempting them, you know what that means? That means there's somebody who's open down there generally, or some level of openness, right? And maybe they just haven't connected. Deep balls obviously are very 50-50, low connection rate. Jordan Love and Christian Watson, they can make that happen though. So, yeah, man, I really like Christian Watson this week, man. All right, let me get back to my list real quick. And let me give you the last two here, and then I'll just focus on answering questions here. Okay, so we had a couple of speculative ads in Tyler Beatty. Man, if Devon Vile is out there though, we got to just go pick up Devon Vile. I surprised, but he actually played the most snaps of any Saints wide receiver last week. Again, more than Chris Olave, which was a surprise. And he's a 50-50 inside outside guy, which also surprised me. I thought he was going to be exclusively a slot guy, which is why I didn't think he would play that many snaps, but he did because they really have him moving around the formation, which is good. Anytime you get guys moving around the formation, that means that the coaching staff views them in some kind of way, right? In a positive way. You know what I mean? Like they could play X, they could play flanker, they could play slot. That's really good. You want those guys. And Devon Vile, hey, and listen, man, Tyler Shuck did not look bad, dude. He did not look bad at all. Vile, I thought it can really, benefit here with Tyler Shuck. I'm really interested in him. If Vile is out there, we have to go and pick him up as well. Finally, one last purely speculative ad. I don't know what this means. He didn't even play last week, but Adonai Mitchell there in New York is a total speculative stash and pray guy. One, because he is a big bodied, athletic ex receiver that has shown that he can play. It's just that, man, he was buried in the depth chart and obviously made some really poor football decisions in the process. But let me just say, like, he doesn't have Michael Pittman. He doesn't have Alec Pierce blocking the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have Tyler Warren soaking up that level of target share. You know what I mean? Like, in New York for the Jets, he is their best player from, like, just a pure athletic profile. From a draft standpoint, he is their best player. Right? Like, does that mean anything on the football field? I don't know, but he's going to get an opportunity. Garrett Wilson's, legitimately might go on IR. Right? So Adonai Mitchell to me is, again, he's a player that, again, if you're looking for wide receiver help, you got to go at this guy. Right? Like, again, I'm not playing him this week, but shoot, it's a really interesting stash and hold, dude. Super interesting. They got New England this week. So again, I'm not necessarily playing Adonai Mitchell this week. I don't know how many snaps he's going to be out there. I don't know how long it's going to take him to get fully acclimated with the playbook. Doesn't matter. Super athletic, big bodied X receiver. Sign me up, man. Sign me up. By the way, if it is Justin Fields, we like him even more. You know what I mean? What does Justin Fields like to? He likes to bomb it, right? Adonai Mitchell, one of his best strengths is the fact that he is a good downfield guy. So again, if you're looking for wide receiver help, AD Mitchell, I think in New York is a really good speculative ad. All right, let me get to some of these questions here, and then we'll call it, man. Okay, where are we at? Where are we at? Master J. Well, I saw you for a second, and then I lost you here. Okay. SB Splash Bros. I love the screen name. Who should I get for Cortland Sutton? Too wide open of a question. I need an RB2 and a better flex than Cortland Sutton. Let me tell you something, man. Ain't nobody moving a running back for Cortland Sutton, period. Nah, not going to happen. I mean, you might be able to get a bench guy, like a speculative dude. As a matter of fact, you know what? Go reach out to your Kenneth Walker manager. You know what I mean? Like, reach out to your Kenneth Walker manager. Everyone's so sick of Kenneth Walker, bro. Like, they see a Cortland Sutton trade offer, they're hitting accept. You know, they're just so sick. They're sick to their stomach watching Kenneth Walker's usage in Seattle. But yeah, if you want to go that route, I'm down for a little Cortland Sutton, Kenneth Walker action. Buff Seabass, can't say your full screen name, brother. Rashad White with Cook, James Cook for Jameer, Rashad White and James Cook for Gibbs. Ooh, that's a spicy trade. That is a spicy trade. I think I'm down. Rashad White's definitely a depreciating asset. I don't know when Bucky's coming back, but if Bucky comes back in the next couple of weeks, I mean, you're trading James Cook for Gibbs straight up. Yeah. Sign me up for that. 100%. I'm down for that. Yeah. If that trade offer's out there, 100%. Let's go with that. Frosty, what's up, man? Good to see you, pal. In a start 8 PPR league, what does that mean? Start 8. You just got to start 8 regardless of position. QB is Knicks. Dart. Well, Jackson Dart's out, so you got to take him out. Okay, you got a bunch of dudes. Who should I package to upgrade now? Too wide open of a question, Frosty. I appreciate you, my guy, but too wide open of a question, brother. Devong had to swing the block. Your boy scored. What? Who are we talking about here, bro? What? Who's my boy that scored? Devong. Shoot, I don't even know, bro. Anyways, all good. What could I get for AJ Brown PPR? Oh, golly. Yeah, I mean, you could get like a low level RB2 for AJ Brown, I would imagine. Man, like, what does that even look like? I mean, Rashad White is a depreciating asset, but would you like, how about AJ Brown for like Kamani Vidal? It doesn't sound like Amarion Hampton is that close to coming back. So you'll be getting like a good, I think, 3 weeks of Kamani Vidal. That's getting you really close to the fantasy playoffs, man. I don't know. I don't know where we go with AJ Brown, man. I mean, he's telling people on Twitch to just straight up drop him, bro. Where are we at with that? Jason Abraham, Jared Goff, or Aaron Rodgers? Who does Goff have this week? Detroit's got Philly. Oh yeah, give me Rodgers. As crazy as that is. Plus, it's on the road at Philly. Nah, we're going Rodgers here. Rodgers had 4 touchdowns last time he played Cincinnati, bro. This one's going to be controversial because I know Goff has been playing really well, but Philadelphia's got a really good defense. Their secondary's nice. And again, on the road, chat, y'all know. Okay, Jared Goff on the road. Come on, I'm not breaking any ground here. I'm not breaking any news. I'm not breaking no kind of news. You guys know exactly what's going on, man. What else we got, man? Let me get to some of these questions here. What is that? Paulo C Media, Flex One, Sutton, Wandale, Judy, Rashad White. Definitely not Judy. Yeah, let's go Rashad White. Why are we not playing Rashad White? What's going on here? Leaning towards Judy or White because okay, listen, dude, don't play Judy. Maybe I'm wrong. Like Cleveland's okay. I see because you're thinking, oh, Baltimore sucks. They don't suck now. Just FYI, Baltimore does not suck now. They added some defensive players. They're getting better. Baltimore is fine. I would say Baltimore is more like league average now instead of being terrible. I don't want to play Judy. That felt like very much like a one-off game. Very much like a one-off game. I'm not trusting that at all. Like 0%. I know he had a huge game. Nope, not trusting it. I might lean Rashad White just because I think he's got, the best floor ceiling combination. You like White too, so that's good. I think I might even if I might be flexing Wandale. Paolo, I might just go Wandale right here with the Jameis Winston. You know, yeah. Give me the Jameis Winston pump up for Wandale. Okay, let me get to the other chat. Boss Hog 12. What a screen name. Spears or Chris Rodriguez? Well, Rodriguez is dealing with a little bit of a shoulder injury. If we're talking about just this week, it's Spears. Long term, I think long term, shoot, it might be Spears too. Like, I'm not, oh man, the Chris Rodriguez thing is very confusing. JCM, I think, is the starter nominal. They got three backs there, though. Like, that's the problem. At least in Tennessee, it's only two guys. You know what I mean? So I think it might be Spears there. Ethan Kutza or Kutza just traded Kittle, Sutton Stafford for Jets. I think you mean Jay Jettas, right? Is that what we're talking about? And Danny Jones. So, oh, okay, Jettas. Okay, so hold on. Kittle, Sutton Stafford for Jettas, Danny Jones. Um, who won? Oh, you won. Yeah, give me the Justin Jefferson side of that. Bro, it has been so bad with JJ McCarthy. But that being said, Sutton is a depreciating asset. Stafford, I think, is going to come back to earth. I like Daniel Jones too. That's a really fair trade, though. That's a really, really fair trade. Laughing Fox, should I pick up Tajay and drop Mixon? Why do you have Mixon? Yes, drop Mixon. Move JD into IR. Move JD. Chat, y'all got to stop with these abbreviations, man. Like, I don't know who the hell y'all are talking about over here, bro. But should you pick Tajay and drop Mixon? 100%. Mixon's not playing this year, I don't think. BLSU, I have Watson. Should I start him over Xavier Worthy or Allen from LAC? Again, when I saw Watson, I'm like, you're not talking about Deshaun Watson. No, you're talking about Christian Watson. Okay, my bad. Christian Watson, start him over Xavier Worthy. Man, I would probably lean towards Allen for the floor, but I like Watson too. I think they're all in that same boat. It's just what flavor are you going with, right? Like if you want upside, give me Watson, right? Xavier Worthy is an interesting play, but I don't know. I don't care about Xavier Worthy. He's too inconsistent. And watch him go out there and score two touchdowns, man. Like, but he's a very inconsistent dude, man. Anyways, okay. Easier question. Thanks again from Master J. Tez Johnson, Aaron Jones, Judkins in full PPR flex. Tez Jones, Judkins. Let me go with Judkins here. I like Judkins. Master J. Okay. Splash Bros. I got Sean Tucker versus Buffalo, Tyjae Spears versus the Texans for the RB2. Sean Tucker versus Buffalo, Tyjae Spears against the Texans. I'd rather play Spears. Tucker is well behind Rashad White. It's a way worse matchup. Houston's got the best defense in the NFL right now. So I would lean Spears just because I think we know we're going to get at least five from Spears. Sean Tucker, I have no idea what we're going to get. Flex, do I play Christian Watson versus the Giants or Sutton versus KC? I'm playing Christian Watson, man. Screw it. Give me that upside against the Giants. Jelly of the month. Need a streamer. Can't deal with Bo Nix. Darnold. Yep. Oh, man. Brissett or Mac Jones. 4-point passing touchdown. I think I am going, if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm going San Francisco here. No? Yeah. San Francisco against Arizona. Or, what's the other one? Or, Brissett against San Francisco? Nah, we can't do that. Oh, what's Seattle? Seattle's got the Rams. Oh yeah. No, let's go. But man, Seattle's been road warriors though. Man, it's in LA. They've been so good on the road. Man, you know what? Give me Darnold here, bro. Give me Darnold. I love Darnold. I think he's got it's not a great matchup. It's a much worse matchup to be honest with you. But yeah, go ahead and give me Darnold here. San Francisco's getting a little healthier too, which is really interesting. Yo, is Ricky Pearsall playing this week, man? Like, what is going on? I hope you guys realize, like, this guy came back from a gunshot wound faster than he's coming back from this knee injury or this ankle injury, whatever the hell he is that he's dealing with right now. That's crazy, man. What's going on here? How are you coming back from a gunshot wound faster than that? That is crazy, bro. So yeah, but I will take I'm gonna take Darnold right there. I think he's been automatic. I say automatic. The guy gave you less than 5 fantasy points last week. Golly. But no, it should be a competitive game. I think the Rams will put up some points there. Darnold's going to have to put up some points too. So that'll be all right, man. So let me go there. Um, oh, Devong said Williams from New England. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Devong, you were the hater from last week, dude. Oh, man. You know what? I appreciate you jumping in stream though and giving me the shout out though, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, because I was talking about Kyle Williams as a pickup last week on this stream. And what does he do? He goes out there and catches a 80-yard bomb for TD. Come on, bro. I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Sometimes I do, you know. Listen, it's better to be lucky than right. He only saw 2 targets in that game. He obviously it's obviously a lucky call saying pick up Kyle Williams, right? Like he gets that 80-yard touchdown and we're celebrating, right? We're good. That being said, he's just a good player. And as I say with all of these guys, most of these guys, unless I specifically tell you I want to play this guy, like Rodgers, I specifically want to play this guy against the Bengals, right? All these other dudes are stash and hold guys. Like that's how post waiver wire pickups work, right? Like you didn't burn a waiver priority, you didn't burn fab money, right? Like that's how the post waiver wire works. Like you got to pick up guys that you want to get ahead of the game on. That's why these guys are on this list. None of these dudes I feel confident about playing this week other than Aaron Rodgers. That's it. And you see it on your screen. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Tyjae Spears, Tyler Beatty, and Devon Vele and Adonai Mitchell. Again, these dudes I don't feel confident playing this week, but I definitely want to stash and hold some of these guys, man. Um, yeah, man. All right. So, okay, where are we going here? You know what? I think Oh man, yeah, they're telling me to get out. Okay. They're telling me to get out, y'all. All right. I love you guys, but I got to get out. They got streams coming up behind me as well, so I got to go. I appreciate everyone out there, man. You guys saw the list, okay? Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Tyjae Spears, Tyler Beatty, Devon Vele, Adonai Mitchell, post waiver wire pickups, baby. Let's get it going. I will see you guys here, same bat channel, same bat time next week. This is what we do, man. The Sleeper King is here for you, helping you guys win your fantasy football leagues. If you guys want to follow me on social media as well, at James D. Co. You see the handle at the bottom of your screen. I will see you guys next week. Peace.